Dave Freelander. He was
You want to come up with me?
he was here for many years. He danced and sang. He was the best. He was the coolest cat that I ever knew. So I decided to write a song. It's called Coyote Dave. His grandma Irene called when Dave passed away and asked me to come to his memorial service. And she walked up to the casket, and Dave was laying there, had his headband on, his cigarette behind his ear, his bandana on his leg. He looked just like he went to sleep. She walked up, touched his brow, and said, "Dave, you got a new boss now." So I thought that was worthy of a song. And by the way, this is a true story. About 1973, I went to get my flat tire fixed out in Tensed, and that's the first time I ever met Coyote Dave. Had a gas pump out in Tensed, about 1973. I pulled in to fix the flat, not knowing what I'd see. A guy came out to help me, looking cool as cool can be. He had a cigarette behind his ear and a bandana on his knee. Well, he looked like Jimi Hendrix with his headband and his hair. I had to do a double take, I couldn't help but stare. In time I got to know him, and I knew his name was Dave. But when he turned into the Coyote, well, the whole world seemed to change. Coyote Dave was a character, and he knew how to groove. When he hit the dance floor, well, the dance floor seemed to move. He'd curl his lips and shake his hips, I tell you, he was smooth. The Coyote was the coolest cat that I ever knew. Well, the Coyote was a legend round these parts, you know. He was always out there, he never missed a show. Well, I never seen such a sight in all my earthly time. No one could hold a candle when Dave was in his prime. Well, he loved to hear our music, and he'd really bust a move. He knew all the lyrics, and he almost sang in tune. He'd slide across the dance floor, every move just right. He'd twist and spin and call my name a dancing to the night. Coyote Dave was a character, and he knew how to groove. When he hit the dance floor, well, the dance floor seemed to move. He'd curl his lips and shake his hips, I tell you, he was smooth. Well, the Coyote was the coolest cat that I ever knew. Now here's the reason I wrote this song in the first place. When Grandma Irene walked up to the casket, life showed Dave some hard times, and the hard times got the best. In a teepee out in Tennessee, we laid Dave to rest. His grandma, who had raised him, gently touched him on the brow. And with tear-filled eyes, she said, "Dave, you got a new boss now." Well, he lay there looking peaceful, like he was just asleep. His bandana and his cigarette were there for him to keep. I had to say goodbye that day, it's vivid in my mind. And I'm here to say Coyote Dave was a friend of mine. Coyote Dave was a character, and he knew how to groove. When he hit the dance floor seemed to move. He'd curl his lips and shake his hips, I tell you, he was smooth. Well, a Coyote was the coolest cat that I ever knew. Well, this song might sound like other songs, but this song ain't the same. There's no one else ever wrote a song about Coyote Dave. Thank you very much. This is my granddaughter Holly, and my great-granddaughter, I think, is that Addie? That's Addie. And this is my granddaughter Katie. Katie's gonna take over the show for a while. Let's have a warm welcome for Katie Bowers Furman, the girl from the North Country.